Viking Blakey, 2025. How's everybody doing out there? First of all, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for their prayers and blessings, for all your wishes to help me get better. I'm feeling a lot better. Could have died. It wasn't as bad as that my last time I had pneumonia. It's about this time of year, about two and a half years ago. And I went to the emergency room, and they wouldn't let me go. And the nurse come in and said, "You're breathing really hard. Let me check your oxygen." So she checked my oxygen, and it was like down about 80% at that point. And she's like, "We can't let him go." And like they had the paperwork, getting ready to hand me the paperwork. And then within the next 3 hours, I ended up in ICU. My oxygen level went down to 40%. So my lungs shut down. They were forced. They had this different kind of oxygen mask than I had on the other day, like strapped to your head, and I kept tearing them off. And I wasn't myself. I was dying. I was basically drowning above ground, you know. I seen a woman. The woman, I'm pretty sure she was an angel because I never saw her again. But I kept ripping the mask off, and they were talking about putting me on the ventilator, like something to breathe for me. And she picked that piece of mask up off my chest and put it up under my nose. And she told me, she said, "Here," she took my fingers and put them on there like that. She said, "Hold that right there, you're going to die." I almost died that day. This time wasn't quite as bad, and I think I learned my lesson from the first time. Tried not to wait too long to go, but I did almost wait too long. Still feeling, a little winded and stuff, but I'm feeling a lot better. I want to say to everyone, what's going on out here today? Just going on, period, Me and a friend of mine went to Walmart, and we were, I don't know, man. It's COVID wide or what, but there was like 2 or 3 people just kept giving us looks, and I looked at my buddy. I was like, "Man, what's the deal? We got a Klan hood on or what?" Because I don't know what was the deal was. Like, everybody just giving us weird looks and saying some weird stuff, and kind of reminded me, I wanted to say, I know I look the way I do, but this is why I look the way I do. Shocking all people. Shocking all. And what I'll say about that is, now I choose to look this way because this is who I am. This is who I am, This is who I am. I'm not a biker. Never owned a bike in my life, truly. Not that I wouldn't buy one. But I'm a believer in the old ways, as y'all know. Odin, or the All-Father. I like the All-Father because he's everyone's father. Or God, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I love when people see me and they'll probably think, "Man, this guy's got to be racist piece of shit." And I blow their mind. Because when I speak, it totally blows their mind because they can't believe the words that come out of my mouth. I tell people, have a blessed day, I'm here to spread, we're all human beings, I love you all, just saying I love you, God loves you. I go out of my way to just be who I am, by example. Because, we need to, it doesn't matter what you look like or what color your skin is or any of that, That's what kind of person you are, and I try to be an example of that, I don't just expect people. But that's what I love about the way I look is I challenge them, I get some weird looks. Some people never even come up and talk to me. But when they do, I blow their mind because they're like, "I can't believe this guy's so nice. What the hell?" So I completely do exactly the opposite or talk exactly the opposite that they expect me to say something or come out of my mouth. And, that's just who I am, I'm here trying to break generational curses. I'm here trying to spread love to everyone because we're all human beings out here, Like I say, color, religion, none of that really matters as long as you're a good person. You try to be the best person you can be. And as y'all know, I've quit drinking, going on 80 days without a drink. And this is just something I want to change about myself. I don't have anything against that, but I realize, I say all the time that, I try to be the best Blake I can be every day, and that's true. I do try to be the best person I can be every day, but I realize when I take that first drink or put that substance or whatever with that, because when I take a first drink, there's no telling what I might do. But once I take that first drink, even if I'm extremely nice or whatever, because I'm not truly a mean person. I don't try to go out here. I mean, I am a human being and have my moments, and some people are pretty mean. They see the way I look and they automatically think he's a piece of shit, you know. And so they don't even give me a chance to say anything. They just automatically think, oh, this guy's a real piece of shit, you know. But that's that's on them. That's the way I look at it, you know. That's on them. If that's what they think, you know, it doesn't hurt my feelings, because if they took a second to talk to me, they'd know that's not true immediately. They would know, you know. So, but what I'm saying is, I'm trying to break generational curses, you know. We're all out here trying to survive. We're all doing our best, you know. I mean, the world is like extremely going crazy right now. I mean, there's so much stuff happening. We don't know from one minute to the next, World War III, we don't know. I mean, the stuff that I see going on out here is unbelievable. When I see it, I don't know what they're putting in these drugs nowadays. I mean, I have done these things, but I'm saying they're putting something in. They're trying to kill us. I believe our government's doing this. Don't quote me on that, but I believe some higher up people with some money, they definitely are figuring this is a way to euthanize ourselves without them having, and you know, that's terrible, because they're preying upon people, because everyone's stressed to the freaking max right now, and I can't blame them, including me, stressed to the freaking max. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but my faith, I know no matter what, when I leave this body, I'm going to a better place. There's a better place than this. But I want to try to be the best person I can be every day. And I want y'all to know that I really do care about each and every person. You know, I mean, I have my days too, but I would try my best to be the best person I can be, you know, and not having that drink or whatever, you know, for sure, you know. But still, I try to work on myself every day, you know. I try to learn something new every day. I try to look inward and change if I see something, or like somebody might feel a certain way. Because sometimes I just, like I say, I realize that it has nothing to do with me or even the way I look, or maybe it does. But people just judgment, you know. And I hate to bring this up, but, you know, thou shalt not judge is like, what, the third commandment, you know? So, I'm saying, and even with good intentions, sometimes people can assume and be overbearing. But like I say, I'm out here trying to break generational curses. I'm trying to be the best person I can be. I'm trying to be a true leader that I know I can be. But I'm trying to do that one day at a time. Being the best person I can be every day, and trying to be the best version of Blake I can be every day, and do the next right thing. That's what I'm trying to do. All of you guys are in my prayers, and I hope you and your families and every one of you guys are safe. I truly love all of you, and that's what we need in this world. We need understanding, not just love, but understanding. You know, we may not understand that next person or understand what's going on with them, and that's not important. You know, everybody's different, everybody's individual, everybody deals with things differently and in their own way, and they deserve that right. You know, that's the right of being a human being. You know, that's the beauty also, is that we're all different and we're all not the same. We don't, even if we all look kind of like, we don't fit in the same mold. So I just wanted to say that, and you know, be kind to one another. You know, reach out. You know, if you see somebody struggling or they're on a cane, and you know, you can grab my buggy or whatever. You get done with your buggy at the grocery store and you're putting your groceries up, and you see somebody struggling to walk, hand them your buggy and say, "Here, God loves you." Or, you know, have a blessed day. I try to always say, have a blessed evening, have a blessed day, because blessed, you know, doesn't cover any certain religion. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, you know, but I do wish everyone the best. And thanks again for everybody's prayers and everything. I'm doing a lot better, and I'm hoping to do some great things out here. I'm trying to get my channel recognized, and I'm hoping to, you know, be a true leader. Let's all join together, be the best people we can, because together we can change the world. Not take over the world, change the world. Viking Blake off.